Welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission with me, Errata. I'm going this way just to show you can't, because you need the speed booster to the best of my knowledge. You see, it's kind of... I suppose I could spastically bomb things and see if anything comes of it, but I doubt it. It would be in the ceiling, if anything. I'm looking for is for something to come up with missile on it. Yeah, it doesn't look too promising. It's only one energy tank, so I'm not going to be too bad off. We'll be going into the fight against Ridley with only 4, if I'm counting correctly. But I've beaten him with 2 on an attempt at a percent run. I only ended up with like 23%. 15 is what the game cares about, so I'm a fair bit off on that, but I still beat him with only 2 energy tanks, so I'm impressed with myself there. And we will be moving up and going back around the way we came, because we can't go through the speed booster area. I've been trying to play through Rockman and Forte on the Game Boy Advance. It's just given me all kinds of trouble. It's not that the game is hard. I mean, it's a very challenging game, but I beat it before on an emulator with the old Super Nintendo version. It's that the Game Boy Advance is a bit of a widescreen display, and their decision for how to deal with converting a normal full-screen display to the Game Boy Advance was not to crop it on either side with like pictures of Mega Man and Bass, or to stretch it to fit, but to cut off part of the screen. So at any given time, there's a fair bit of space that you actually cannot see. It makes trying to figure out what stuff is going on very difficult. Especially on some of the bosses. At least on Ground Man, they had the sense to realize that it was too difficult. So when he tries to do his drill thing, then it will just pan the screen up. You know, we're going to have to face Imago Phase 2. Phase 1 is where you have to deal with him just after the speed boost passage. Well, not technically the same one, but you kill some larval ones. Alright, this is the way out of Ridley's lair up there. Nothing terribly special about it. And yet another reminder, you can only destroy those with missiles, so you won't get confused when you see them later on in this room. This is kind of an homage to the old Spore Spawn, I think it was called, boss, in Super Metroid. The goal is to cut that thing loose while dealing with annoying water. And I just froze my platform in the wrong place. Come on, guy. We need you. He also defrosts a lot faster than normal, but it's not that big a deal. And he's completely invulnerable even to the screw attack, because that would just be annoying. Having a bit more trouble placing my jumps than I normally do with the bit of a slowdown. Almost got this side. I'm probably looking like a complete incompetent here. Got that side though. Come on. You can do it, little guy. Fly in a figure 8 pattern. Almost! This isn't exactly a boss so much as a nuisance, so it won't be... There we go. And now it drops down, and we will never see it again, because we're skipping it. Down into Ridley's lair. We missed a cutscene that plays when you kill Kraid, where they go and poke this guy with a stick and say, "Hey, we've got an invader." So he's just got prescience and figured he needed to come back on his own. There he goes, that fire-breathing robot dragon thing. Now here, this is the quote-unquote way out. But the way through is up here. So let's bypass the super missile door and just go straight to Ridley. We will get trapped in here until we get the gravity suit, but you get trapped coming here anyway until you get it, so it's not that big a deal. See, there's where we have to get the gravity suit. And I'll just get a missile, drop down, and get the... Well, there's a missile power-up down here. Look, fake lava. Is anyone surprised by fake lava in this game? Because it's all over the place. And I'm being aimed. Should probably check that in a minute, but well. They can wait. Up here is up a super missile power-up. You need super missiles to get it anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant. And around here is yet more missiles. But you can never have too many missiles. See? I could get super missiles, but I'm not! Haha! A lot of missiles around here. Ah, I stink. There we go. And the one up there tends to be easier. It tends to be. Watch it take me 5 tries or so. Ah, there we go. That was easy. Sometimes I just can't stick it and it takes forever. I do think the game controls better on a gamepad instead of the DS I use to play it normally. Anyway, down we go. This is the way out. Normally you can just slam through that for no good reason with the speed booster, but it's kind of irrelevant, because it's just power-ups from them. And here's our third energy tank. Since I forget what time I started recording, I'm gonna finish it up after I beat Ridley. I know it hasn't been that long, but I'd rather stop it at a good stopping point than have it abruptly end. I don't know how long the video will run before Fraps cuts me off. And Ridley's lair. The deep heart of it. I always forget you can't get in more than one shot. Only takes 3 though. Oh look, we're in the boss's room. But he's not here. I guess we beat him. So let's go loot his stuff. Another glitch item. That's the gravity suit. It will let us move around in water and lava freely and not take damage from lava. If you didn't know there was a whole nother row of energy tanks, you'd think I was almost full there. Well, now to leave with absolutely no repercussions. Dig that Ridley boss music. Oh yeah, I'm getting some slowdown here. stop shooting with missiles, because he will kick your butt. We've almost got him. And that is Ridley. It's one of my better showings on him. And the dead man's trigger goes off. I've never really understood the premise of a door that requires you to beat up their lieutenants to get to it. It's like asking for trouble. It's like, this door can only be opened by someone strong enough to kick my ass. Okay, I know that I've got enough time to get out of here, so... I've got a vague idea. This would probably be like a 5-minute video if I didn't leave. So, out we go. Luke, use the slowdown. Yeah, we skipped a huge amount of stuff here. Like, only like one energy tank, but a whole lot of missiles, super missiles, that sort of thing. If I decide to do a completion video, we'll be back here. Oh, will we be back here. It's got probably the worst missile power-up in the game. So I need to get up there. Speaking of missile power-ups... Oh, right, need to bait him over here. There we go. Need more missiles. Always more missiles. Mecha Ridley takes like 90 on full completion mode. Probably means he takes like 30 on normal, but yeah, well. Leaving we go! And just to show you, this is why we can't get there normally. See up there, we can see Imago is pupating and will emerge into a new boss. And if we went in there to fight him, I suppose we could skip picking up the super missiles, but I'll save him for completion. He's not that much of a boss, not terribly impressive in the least. Just kind of flies back and forth. Look! A broken statue! I wonder where it would have told us to go. Well, it's always broken constantly, but... This is the so you have the screw attack exit, and right where I said it would take us. Anyway, we're out of Ridley's lair now, so I'm going to save and pause the video, and be back in a bit.